Hi and welcome to Scones and Bones. So this is a video that we recorded for my personal channel in 2019. I think it was November 2019, but I wanted to upload it here, so enjoy our paranormal exploration.
So, my sister's here. Okay.
Leaky. Okay.
So, Newgate Prison.
Yes. Located
like-
in East Grammy.
I've read on a couple of, websites, like Damned Connecticut.
Yes.
Damned Connecticut is where I find a lot of, paranormal Connecticut places.
I pretty much copied all the information they had.
Oh, okay. They say it's not haunted, right?
Yeah, pretty much. They said that, they jokingly said they felt cold spots in the mines because it's just cold
It's a
down
mine.
there.
You've been.
I've been.
And you thought it had spooky vibes, right?
I mean, it's hard to say because it was the middle of the day and it was crowded. So there were a lot of people there, but, the mines just have, such spooky vibes. The energy down there is like nothing else. Creepy. Because they kept them down there.
Okay. Mm-hmm. In the mine? Mm-hmm. So are there cells down there?
Yeah, so they just kind of used the actual little cave workspaces that were already there as the cells. And they had them sleep down there. And then they brought them out during the day and they had a nail shop and they would make nails all day long.
How long was it a prison for?
So it opened up as a prison in 1745 after the copper mining wasn't very profitable.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And it was a prison until 1827. So 1745 to 1827.
So not even 100 years.
It was such a bad prison.
It was a bad mine and a bad prison.
Yes, their first prisoner escaped in 18 days. Riots all the time, most people escaped from this prison. It was not really effective at all. Yeah.
Okay, so were there deaths?
Yes. So I researched some of the deaths.
Okay.
There were riots, like I said. Mm-hmm. In 1823, two prisoners were shot during one of these riots and killed.
Okay.
Yeah. There was also another prisoner who was killed. That I have the name for this one. It's Aaron Goomer. Not Groomer. Aaron Goomer. Was killed in 1806 during another prison riot. And there was also another prisoner who has actually died in the mine trying to escape. So there's wells.
Okay.
And apparently there was a rope of some sort draped through this well, and he was climbing it, and he fell and died.
Oh, that's gruesome. Okay, so someone actually died
inside the mines.
Okay,
yes,
so that's a
and
little
his name
spooky,
I actually have in case we wanted to try and make contact. Yeah, I don't have his name, I guess.
That's okay.
And the thing is, I couldn't find the actual records. I really wanted to, but I'm gonna work on that. The thing is, the prison itself, the mines were disgusting. One ex-prisoner, I found a quote from him where he described how awful it was. He said that there were armies of fleas, lice, and bed bugs that covered every inch of the floor, which itself was 5 inches of slippery, stinking filth.
Oh, gosh. They didn't have restrooms or anything?
They didn't have anything.
Oh.
And they had to sleep on hay. On straw and hay.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Those are terrible conditions.
Yeah.
That's inhumane. Wow.
It was dark, it's cold. I think they said it's permanently around 55 degrees down there.
Okay.
Perpetually. And it's slippery, it's wet, there's moisture, there's rats. Now there's bats. There's no rats right now, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I was going to say, wow, this
I
is
saw
gonna
your
be
face.
fun.
There's fleas, there are rats, let's go!
Wow, I'm going to have to burn my clothes.
Actually the first state prison in America. Established as a state prison in 1790.
Wow.
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 Look at all my factoids.
Connecticut.
CT. What a place to be. I'm in a poetry class right now.
Beat poetry ghost hunting. Speaking of just ghost hunting in general, I personally don't think we're really going to find anything spooky here. But I don't know. So
Yeah.
we have a lot of cameras. My sort of philosophy for ghost hunting is have as many cameras and eyes as possible so that you can eliminate and debunk. So a cave might be really echoey, right? Or...
It's very, very echoey, and that's something that the Damned Connecticut website had discussed, is that a lot of people think that they can hear voice phenomena down there when the echo probably contributes to that. But
that makes sense.
it's scary. It's really scary down there.
Well, even just like, I don't know, there's some theories that like paranormal activity is just like residual energy.
Right.
And it sounds like it was really terrible conditions, and there was like a lot of pent-up aggression from, like
Totally.
rightfully so, from these prisoners,
It was
even if they were
awful conditions.
bad people.
Right.
So like
Or
maybe
just people
that...
fighting in a war.
Yeah.
Not even necessarily. But yeah, I agree. The energy is completely there, and it's gonna be crazy.
Okay, well, I'm excited. We'll see if we can... We don't really know what to expect.
Yeah,
As
so
far
here's the
as-
other thing. It's a museum. It's not like we're going to an abandoned place in the middle of the night. We're going
No.
daytime hours.
And we're visitors. We don't have like, we
Special
didn't email
permission.
them like, hey, we're gonna come in and film like, as our parents keep calling it, a ghost movie.
Ghost movie.
So
They're very
maybe we'll
nice.
get kicked out.
They're very nice. They're very friendly. They're volunteers. Someone had a video of like a tour through it last year, and he's just trying to take shots. And there's this woman in the background like, "Have you ever been here before?" It's just
Okay, so
so that's what I'm expecting. Oh my God, my neighbor's here. We gotta go.
Okay,
This is
bye.
awkward. I think.
Destination is on your left. Old Newgate Prison Museum.
We're close. We're close.
I'm filming.
Oh, 2:30. Oh.
So yeah, if you see some of that green there, and then behind the skeleton friend, we're really going to see a lot more as we go deeper. Hi, folks.
Hello.
Are you here for the 2:30 tour?
Yes.
We haven't even gotten started yet. Hello, I'm Brandon.
Great, hi.
A complete failure.
We gotta go because our tour's ahead. I'm trespassing. He's not looking for us.
No.
She is so unimpressed.
Certainly more lucky to be 5'6" until I started working here. Let me just say that. But congratulations, everybody. We've made it down to the deepest part of the mine. We're now 80 feet below where we started. Yeah, so those were left behind by archaeologists, and they were last here in the 1990s. So that's how long it's been since like some legitimate work has been done, archaeologically on this site. And if it didn't feel like 80 feet going down, it will feel like 80 feet going up. At least I'm speaking for myself. I don't know about anybody else here, but you will of course see those really vibrant streaks of copper ore that run through the rock right.
I feel like someone's touching me.
It does feel like someone's touching you. Yeah. Okay, we just got out.
Do you want to look around?
Yeah, definitely. Look at this. Look, say hi, Michaela.
It's beautiful.
We just got out of the mines. We couldn't film. It was a tour. It was very lovely and wonderful and spooky and everything like that. Wow, look at the wall. It's a really ominous wind. Authentic historical artifacts.
well, this might be. Alright, so
So what'd you think of the tour?
that was pretty good.
It's kind of crazy down there, huh?
What's in here? Oh, I don't know. I'm looking for it. How creepy.
You know what's really creepy is this.
Oh
Okay,
my gosh.
that really fucked me up for a second. This pit feels wrong.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
What is this for?
I don't know. It like
Whoa, the camera won't focus. Creepy.
really.
Yeah, it will now. Yeah, we're good now.
Yeah. These are very narrow. You know.
That doesn't even look real.
I wonder if there are people in here. I don't know.
No, it
Anyone
doesn't seem
else
like
in
anyone else is in here.
Oh.
Michaela, I knew it was there and it's so scary.
Yeah.
This is where I saw that chain moving that one time.
That painting.
Okay, guys. I'm sorry.
Prisoners of Newgate.
Okay, but look at this. What was
Yeah.
this part of? That's what
It's
really
like-
gets me.
These walls are so solid.
Yeah.
Wow, look outside. Oh, well, was this part of the cell?
I don't know. Maybe this was like where they worked. Like this was where they made nails.
Oh, right, because their cells were...
They. Oh.
Okay, be careful, be careful.
He really does keep scaring me, too. But don't you remember that video I had of the chain moving?
Yeah.
That
Where
was,
is it?
I think it was this one, right here. We were in this room and I was filming and that chain moved. Which, if I can add in here, I will. I'm not
I
gonna.
don't want to go past the door of this one.
Let's sit in here for a minute. The stones. Okay, I'm gonna be a little EVP.
Look at something written on the floor over there.
Oh my god, 1819. 1819. So these were the later established. What is PV, I wonder?
Probably someone's initials.
Yeah.
Oh, that started moving to the wind.
Yeah.
And it sounded like a dink dink like a bell or something.
Oh god.
Very creepy.
Nail. I wonder if a prisoner made that nail.
Is this like plaster put on the wall or is it paint, you know?
True, like why is it white?
Yeah. So very low ceilings and also like a bunch of wires. I'm starting to get a headache.
Interesting.
But I don't know if that's because of like the pressure change from like downstairs, but I'm like,
Potentially, yeah.
it's
I
a
guess.
serious headache. Look at this like bolt, these bolts here.
Is this a hole or just a dark stone? Just a dark stone.
I think that's kind of like a hole. It's like cut away for sure. Alright, let's go into this like,
It's creepy. I know, it's just the wind. It's just the wind.
the way the sound bounces off the walls is disorienting.
This fucking skeleton keeps scaring me. I'm gonna lose it.
I have such a headache. Like such a headache.
Really?
Yes.
I
Is that the well? Yeah.
I can hear the door.
Don't drop your phone.
Oh, there's a key. So, you remember I told you there was somebody who died trying to climb up a well?
Yeah.
This is the only well I saw. So the headache has gone away?
It's slow. It's like still here though. Like it's like temple headaches. Like it's like my whole head and like a pressure thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like tension.
Yeah.
Wow.
The wind is like.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy quiet.
Those birds. And we can see the construction workers.
How strange.
Can you see the top of the wall where I am?
I'm filming, by the way, not picture, but I can take. Yeah, this is the perimeter of the prison. Okay.
I can have the floor.
Oh, look at it. Michaela scared? Michaela spooked?
Well, no, I just worry that those people over there are gonna
Yell at us. I hear ya.
I think the guy.
So, first of all, we didn't get super hyper harassed by a bunch of volunteers. To go into the mine, you need a tour, which makes sense because that place is dangerous. I was surprised that they like haven't leveled off the ground.
Even just going down there, because we were down there with an elderly couple, and I was so concerned for their safety because it's this slippery,
It's like
sloped, like you can't.
This steep, and there's one safety railing, and there aren't even safety railings in every spot.
And the safety railing was like rusty as hell. I'm touching it like, God, have I gotten a tetanus shot recently?
I know.
So it was precarious to say the least. Very well informed tour guide.
Yeah, and really neat. It was creepy. And there was lots of water dripping. One thing that, like I said to Audrey immediately after, is like people could definitely feel like they're getting touched or like their hair's pulled because a light drop of water just goes like this. Like there was a spot in the back of my head that kept getting dripped on it. It was like, but I know it was water because you could touch the back of your head and it's wet. But if somebody's just like in the moment and like they're already spooked and they get like freaked out, I can totally see how someone's like, I got touched, something pulled my hair or something like that.
Definitely. And again, with the voices, we had talked about this already, but it's so echoey and strange, acoustically speaking down there, that I could totally understand why someone might think they heard something from far away.
Yeah, I was brave enough to film. I was not. I was worried for my safety because it was so slippery and I'm so klutzy. And I have this heavy bag of like camera stuff.
Did you feel spooked down there?
So down in the caves, I did not. So there's this one area that's like closed off and it's completely dark and it's kind of like a deep pit and there are bats down there. Apparently it's like a home for a lot of the brown bats in Connecticut. It's like
Sanctuary.
a little sanctuary for them. So they don't, like, people can't go down there because it's for the bats. It's like a dark space and it was behind me and I felt very uncomfortable. Like, it was the first time, it was the only time during the thing I felt like I want to get out. Like,
yeah.
I don't want to be here because there was darkness behind me. But I think that's just because I don't like dark spaces behind me, dark open spaces like
Definitely. That's uneasy.
It's like, it was cool. Like, you could see like spots of copper. The water dripping was like, it was eerie and creepy. I didn't get a vibe. Where I did get a vibe was in the guardhouse,
Yeah.
which is where you had been a little spooked and like there was a chain moving. Again, we'll like insert that here. We have the clip somewhere. Kind of by itself. And it's especially weird because now that I've been in there, it's like so quiet and there's definitely no wind coming through. So unless somebody had just touched it and like, but it's heavy. So why would it keep swinging?
Exactly. It's the strangest thing I've ever caught on camera for sure. And just being down there feels insane. Like, it's crazy. And the stillness of it.
So I got a headache. I got a very bad headache. It's just starting to go away, but I didn't get a headache when we were in the mines. I got a headache when we were in the guardhouse. And at first it was fine, but it like sound travels weird. It was also weird that nobody else was in there because it felt like there were other people in there.
There was a massive crowd before we went into the mines. And when we came out, there was nobody around. And it's like weird.
We could see the pit where they would like crawl down.
I was kind of hearing the voices down there. They were just
It
person
echoed.
voices, but
Right.
it's very creepy still.
Do we think it's haunted? I don't know. The guardhouse felt very strange to me in a way that like most like old buildings don't
Yeah.
feel. I don't think the mines are haunted.
I feel like if I spent more time in the mines, I could have an experience, but you're rushed through them by a tour guide who's speaking the entire time. I think
Yeah.
it's really difficult to get a good read of it. But like, there have been so many deaths down there and there's so much history of like suffering down there that I would find it very hard to believe if it weren't.
It does feel very rushed. I don't know if they could ever solve that though, because it's like such a dangerous environment.
Right.
Like to even let people just walk around in.
That's what I was thinking about too, like to go down there, even if you got like really special permission. I don't think I would want to go down there without like someone facilitating the experience because it's terrifying and like I feel like I could get lost down there.
And like slip and hurt yourself.
Yeah.
Especially, it was so slick and wet. Every surface was wet because it just like rained a lot yesterday.
And it's always like that.
A cave system. It is always
It
like
is
that?
always like that. When I went two summers ago, actually when I went 2 summers ago in the solitary confinement, that pit we were in, there was much more water in there. I don't know what they did to get rid of the water because he was talking about how we're lucky now.
Yeah.
But when I visited the first time,
You couldn't even go in.
there was water in there. So yeah, it's weird. It stays there year round. But anyway, we didn't have any experiences. You had your headache.
Other than my headache, which I think was strange, and sometimes stuff like that does happen, like when there might be something spooky happening. I don't know if it's like a being sensitive thing or it just, I don't know if you can really count that as spoopy or paranormal. I can't even take it seriously when I say it, but we'll have to look at the evidence. It's a really neat place and it's really beautiful this time of year.
Amazing.
Beautiful.
It's amazing.
So I don't know if it's haunted. We're gonna look at stuff. I did do like a little bit of recording in that area, like right before I got the headache. So we'll see. So that's it, I guess. Unless anything really crazy got caught in the footage,
That we haven't seen yet.
then we'll come back. But otherwise, thanks for watching. If you're in Connecticut or around this area, I would visit. Give it a nice visit.
Newgate Prison.
wear
in
good
East
shoes.
Granby, Connecticut. Yes!
Wear good shoes, please.
Wear knee pads, maybe.
Yeah, get some gloves. But thanks.
Hope you enjoyed our spooky adventure where nothing spooky happened.
Yay.
Catch you next time. Maybe. I don't know. It's gonna be worth it. The shot's gonna be worth it. Should we do it like in GHI when they're like, hey guys, check this out? Alright.
Hi. touch you. No. No. What?
Hi. You're pretty cute. You're pretty cute.
Is that fun? That must be really fun. She just spits it out immediately. Oh, you've got it on your face. You are guilty.